Hello and welcome back to some more Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair, where last time we started up the class trial for Chapter 3, which is off to a pretty good start. You know, could be better, could be worse, you know, so especially considering the atrocity of the Island Life section, or at least the end of the Island Life section of this chapter. Things are going pretty good so far. So now we're going to see how it keeps going in the latter half of the trial. I will say, though, that we started off, we didn't really learn a whole lot. We kind of, everything that we talked about, we kind of already knew. So I'm hoping that we're going to get to some of the finer details and specifics in this part of the trial today.
We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like that even exist?
It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
And we're opening up with the worst of the worst, Nagito.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too.
I'm not that lucky.
If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
But I'm thinking about
Thank goodness, finally Kazuichi says something interesting and useful.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right? But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape. Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows. Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What? Hyoko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions? It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? So you're saying, oh.
Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Why Hyoko went to the music venue? If that's the key to all this, I need to find that out no matter the cost. Yeah, we're gonna need to see some evidence. Also, not that I really care about him as a character, but why did they just effortlessly... Wait, which of these? It's probably going to be the motel room key. It's probably going to be something like, why... Like, we don't know that she left, and then maybe like, yes, we do, because she had the key on her when we found her.
Go to the music venue?
But why did they just so, like, carelessly toss Nekomaru out of the narrative like he never mattered at all?
Summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Yep, she did. And we have the proof for that in the form of the motel room key that we found on her.
It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
Let me just make sure. Did Sonya didn't say anything that contradicts... Like, what specifically did she say about... hold on. distraught because her kimono was disheveled and she was unable to tie her zones. Once Sonya apparently told her about the full-length mirror in the theater. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Oh, I completely forgot. Oh, hold on a minute. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, okay, well that's why she went to the damn music venue. Hold on.
Locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hiyoko got abducted.
Yeah, I'll be honest. That just slipped my mind entirely. Okay.
More obvious.
So then I just have even more questions. Okay, so admittedly that little detail slipped my mind because there was way too much else that was going on for me to focus on that. So we know, so that would imply that the plan was to kill Ibuki at the music venue, but then that plan got interrupted because Hiyoko unexplainably showed up at the music venue to go use the mirror, which is shoddy motivations to leave, but whatever, we'll let that slide for the time being, just so we can keep talking about this. So that implies that Hiyoko's murder was unplanned because, of course, it's like, hey, I didn't expect you to be here, now you're messing with my plan. But in that case, that means that the primary motivation was to kill Ibuki and not Hiyoko? Which doesn't... In that case, I just have questions about the motive behind this from Mikan's side of things, because she has motive for Hiyoko because Hyoko's been treating her like absolute trash this whole game. But Ibuki she doesn't really have any reason that we know of anyway to hate Ibuki, so I'm curious to see where this is gonna go.
Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like, I won't move.
Oh, Akane, what do you have to say? This should be good.
My gut was wrong. This will be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No, that's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your...
Oh joy! Can't wait to see how this is gonna go. Okay, it's probably gonna involve Sonya's account, right? Because she's the one who actually saw. She was the last one to see Kyoko before she actually went over to the. Before she went over to the thing, right? So it's probably gonna be this that we're gonna need to load up. First, we gotta slice through all this. No, she didn't get abducted. No. No. It's not letting me slice. Oh, because I'm out of what? I'm out of things to. Okay, mash X, mash X, mash X. Okay, we win. Okay, the RNG sided with me apparently.
Was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono?
How are you supposed to slice words that spin through the air? Oh my god, okay, this... Oh, this is gonna be fun, okay. Can't make out any counter remarks and show my decisive proof. Okay, hold on, I can't slice, I can't, what is going on? I can't see... Okay. Okay, we advance, great, cool. I somehow sliced through the words that are spinning around at the speed of sound. I see that the rotation disease inflicts rebuttal children as well. True. Because she struggled putting it on. No, it's messed up because she struggled putting it on. As Sonya told us.
The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Kyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
That's no, and no.
Now's your chance. Make her admit defeat.
Soda!
Better yet, make her do something.
You know, I thought that when we threw Teru into a volcano that we were done with this bullshit, but back at it again. Soda's here being terrible. Hell no. Good answer.
Probably couldn't have have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamster 6 feet under.
Oh, Soda, I would love to see you try. Of course, also love to see you as a crater.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense.
That's funny coming from you.
You want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake.
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
You know something's gone horribly wrong when Fuyuhiko is more reasonable than the other than Tanaka and Soda. Something went horribly wrong somewhere along the way for that to be true.
Only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation,
Killed Hiyoko.
because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. Do you have any ideas?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
If you was planned from the beginning, I'm pretty sure we're very, very close.
Nagito, any ideas?
Why would you ever ask him?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Didn't you just say, like 10 minutes ago, to tell him to stay quiet for... These people don't remember what they said 3 seconds ago. They have no memory. Like, they forget what happens 5 seconds after they say it.
Am I allowed to speak?
He just said... Which, by the way, we don't need him talking. That was blissful when he was silent. But, Kazuichi, please stay consistent.
I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps.
Why would you
Actually
do
needs help
this?
from
What have you
scum
done?
like me.
Why would you do this? You don't know what you've just done.
What do you think? I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion.
Is that conclusion that you should keep your mouth shut more? Because any conclusion other than that is the wrong conclusion to arrive at.
Definitely didn't commit suicide.
We already established this! We already went over this!
What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with
No,
the
you
crime
didn't! We already went over that yesterday!
But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers.
How could you possibly already forget? We already went over that yesterday!
So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
Aren't you guys glad that we went over what we already established yesterday? That was fun. Kazuichi, why did you... No, this is Jimmy's fault. Jimmy, why did you ask him to open his goddamn mouth again? What have you done?
Finished talking about that a while ago?
Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Who wrote this?
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
Who would write this? Who wrote this? If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place, so she kept walking around. That's strange, very strange. Oh, because there's no footprints on the step ladder. Yeah, okay, cool. That's fine. We already know that she didn't walk up the step ladder.
What's strange?
This isn't new. We already knew this. It's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints are still in point to the left. We completely overlooked. I didn't need. And in case you're gonna try to tell me, see, looks like you need a Nagito after all. No, I didn't, because I already came to this conclusion before he opened his goddamn mouth. So then why weren't there any footprints? We already knew. Yeah, not on the stepladder, whatever. We already knew ahead of time. I already figured this out a long time ago. She didn't.
Ladder to hang herself. strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
Do you notice such a small detail? How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
It's like he flips a coin every sentence he speaks, and he's like, all right, what are we going to say this time? Ah, okay, this time we're going to be this, and then he just does the opposite next time. What are you talking about? You were obviously leading us to this, that's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. You're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate. It's the idea that perhaps there's more to him than meets the eye. No, there's less. There's much less, actually.
Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it.
No.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trickery in that video.
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
Just as I thought, it comes down to that. The mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video, and whether or not we can reach that hidden truth is all to me.
I leave it in your hands. As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
If there was some hidden clue in that video, I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw that video, so I'm the only one who can do it. The hanging video that I saw, based on everything we know from the debates thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. Spot selection. The stepladder itself, I'm assuming, because this one doesn't have a... I mean, so if we're looking for what a contradiction between the crime scenes, it would be the fact that this one doesn't have a bloodstain on it, but the curtain and everything else would match it, so I'm guessing it's the fact that there's no bloodstain on the stepladder.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder.
Sure is convenient that it was on that side of the stepladder, wasn't it, and not the other side.
However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Also, did we just drop the whole Hiyoko thing? Like, we're not gonna talk about the murder weapon or how she was killed or anything. We're just gonna drop it just because it was an accident, or not an accident, but unintentional. I guess it's the same thing. It was unplanned. Are we just gonna drop it like it was nothing?
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. The stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I could think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were two stepladders?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue. What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki. All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
Stepladder is the only thing that's different, huh? Jockey said that the stepladder was at a different place, but if that's the case, the thing that's different between the video and the actual scene of the crime is that thing that place is, where the killer did something. Hangman's Gambit. Okay, what are we gonna do this time? Oh god. Okay. I have no... We're just gonna try a letter and see what happens. Okay, so it's an F. Okay, I guess we can try an I. Or that's gonna happen. Okay, there's an F and an I. Let's try an I and see what happens. Okay, get out of the way. I don't want you to crash into each other. Get rid of that. Don't crash. Nope, don't do that. I still haven't figured out what this is yet. I need to... Okay, so it's F-I something. There's 5 letters. Filming location, right? The location where it was filmed, I'm guessing. That's probably what's gonna be what it's gonna be. Okay, let's try that on for size. Filming location. Let's see if we can spell it out. No, of course that happened. Why wouldn't that happen? We need an I. Give me that. Thank you. N somewhere, please. Nope. I guess we can get some O's. Oh my god. Every time. Oh, sure. Those two didn't interlap. Nice, nice. I just said interlap. I meant overlap. Get away. We need a G. Get away. Go here. There. Okay, now it's time for the L, if I can aim properly, and then an O, and then, well, that's convenient. That worked out pretty nicely. That worked out very nicely, actually. Okay, now we need an E. It's not an E, an A. Sorry. I know what words are, I promise. Of course it disappeared. Why wouldn't it disappear? Okay, I need an A. Give me an A. Please, I don't see an A anywhere. Oh, there it is. There's an A. There's an A. No, no, no. Of course, I press triangle and it goes away. Awesome. Awesome, dude. Awesome, dude. You love to see it. You sure do love to... Oh, awesome. Awesome, dude. Awesome. Give me that. No. Every goddamn time, I swear to God. Just go away. Just go away. Just go away. Get out of here. Because I need that T to go there. Followed up by an O somewhere. Oh my god. Okay, no, sorry. No, sorry. We need this. We need this. And then we need the O. And we'll keep this on hand in case we need it later. No, never mind. Okay, fine. Just do that. And then do that. Filming. Stop. Filming location. Done. Oh, wow.
That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
In order to show us that they filmed the video at the music venue instead of somewhere else, what did the killer do to the surveillance camera unit? Logic dive. Okay, well, they filmed it in the conference room, and then I guess they took it with them to the venue afterwards, because we found it destroyed there. So they streamed it there, and then they took it with them after they were done to the music venue, is what happened. Because that'll explain how we found it there. As a whole, I wasn't taking any chances, because this game likes to mess with me a lot. So this is the second logic dive of the case thus far. Okay, keep. I pressed triangle, game. I definitely pressed triangle, game, but sure, whatever you say, dude. Whatever you say. It's not like dropped inputs are a new thing for this game, so it's just whatever. It's just par for the course at this point. Question 1. Which part of the surveillance camera unit they tampered with the camera itself? Awesome, dude. Awesome, dude. You love to see it, dude. Awesome. So cool. Awesome. So good. Okay. We did that. Oh! Oh! Of course they put a giant hole before you had enough time to react to it. Of course they do that. That just makes so much sense, dude. Awesome. Awesome, dude. Okay, well, let's keep going. Oh, I'm getting dizzy. What? Yeah! Did I just phased through the fucking floor. I just phased through the fucking... I did it again! So, on top of input delays and text just bouncing off each other, now you're gonna add collision detection onto the list of things that this game just utterly fails at. Okay. Let's try again. Hope this time we don't phase through the goddamn floor. Okay, I guess, just go. Just go. And just, oh my god, I hate the spinning. It's gonna make me dizzy again. Oh look, I didn't phase through the floor this time. What do you know? What do you know, dude? It actually worked. Oh, I'm getting, oh my god. Why are you making me spin around this goddamn much? Is it just like a part of the game? Like, sometimes you'll just randomly fall through the floor, and you just have to, like, deal with it? Because that's some... That one was my fault. I figured, hey, maybe I can try jumping over the floor, because obviously the game just likes me to fall through it every goddamn time. So maybe if I... This collision detection's so good, dude! It's so good, dude! So, and Logic Dive, you were the one that I was like, hey, you're not so bad after all. You're actually a pretty decent mini-game. And then you had to screw it all up, and it was they tampered with at the music venue. I mean, I'm assuming by tamper with, I mean destroy, because they tampered with it in the sense that they streamed a false video at the hospital, but they tampered with the device itself by... And that was me falling off the edge. Wait, we're out of time? Are you kidding me? So what happens now? It's no use, I can't go any longer and have any other options. Everyone doubts me? It appears the trial's come- What? Time to vote. What? The trial- What? You can't be serious. The one who's been chosen as blackened is a G-mate. What? 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 The hell?
My hour end?
Would you like to retry? Yes, I'd like to retry, because that was bullshit! Are you f***ing kidding me? Remind me for the next class trial to stock up and devote all of our hope fragments to buying logic dive abilities, because I was not aware that we were gonna have to deal with abhorrent collision detection. I didn't realize we were playing the Crash Bandicoot trilogy, and we were gonna have to deal with bad hitboxes and collision detection, because apparently programming a box is too hard for these goddamn developers. That was my fault. I don't know what I was doing there. I just jumped into the abyss, apparently. That was 100% my fault. That one, on the other hand, was not my fault. When I spawned in, it fell off the edge. That was my fault, because I was still holding right on the left stick. But the part where I just faced through the ground, nope, that one's on the game, and it's abhorrent collision detection. Are we gonna do it again? Yup, we're doing it. We're doing a sequel. Let's try the left path. Nope, because that was me not adjusting my turn in time. Oh my god, dude. Okay, just never mind. Oh my god! What is this game? What are we doing? Who made this? How hard is it to program a goddamn hitbox? Oh my god! What is this? Is this some kind of sick joke or something? Like, I'm not even kidding. Am I being pranked? Is this all an elaborate prank? Is it like, let's see how much bullshit the player can tolerate before they just give up? Because I gotta say, I'm nearing that point. Question 3. Oh, but it doesn't matter because we're out of time again! Oh, joy. Joy, 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 joy. Fun, happy time, a happy, fun time, joy, joy. There are times here when I said, yes, that was me pressing jump at the wrong time, or just pressing the control stick in the wrong direction. I have made mistakes in this run so far. However, I have the footage to prove the fact that I am literally falling through the floor. Like, and that was my fault. Again, see, that was my fault. I didn't turn right in time. That was 100% my fault. That's on me. That's on me as a player for not turning in time. But when I fall through the f***ing floor, that's not on me. That's on the goddamn game designers who don't know how to program a floor. It did it again. It did it again. Oh, I hate everything. Is there an ability I can buy that like grants me immunity from falling through the floor? Like, is this just a base game mechanic? Like, if you get it, you aren't they took it with them. They took it with them. Like if you get that skill, you're no longer allowed to fall through the floor, and you're just like that's. Imagine if that was actually a thing. Okay, we did it. We did it. We made it through. We survived Logic Dive somehow. I don't know how, but we did it. Great. Please let that be the last one for this case. I can't take any more of this.
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music video.
I'm glad it took 10 minutes to figure that out.
They made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
Yes, you really should have.
Discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
Well, that's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
They destroyed it. They destroyed it.
I see! The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
But it can transmit from the hospital to the music venue, which is all it needs to do because she streamed it from the hospital in the conference room.
The hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Because even if it was filmed in another place, as long as it was transmitting to the hospital, the range would be pretty limited. If that's the case, where was the video filmed to make it look like it was filmed in the music venue? It was filmed in the conference room at the hospital. The only possibility is that place inside that building. That conference room inside that hospital. Ooh, Hangman's Gambit again. 2-in-1 episode. Cool. Yeah, conference room. That's absolutely what this is going to spell. Can you nicely give me an O? No, you cannot. You're going to do this instead. But there's no. I'll happily take that. Okay. An N? Nope. You're not that nice to me. Nope. Still nope. Still nope. Okay, well, we'll wait. Nope. Okay, I'll let you run into each other. There we go. There's the enemy we're looking for. And can I just let you two run into each other? Ah, no, I can't. No, I can't. Because that's there. Okay. Okay. That was close. Okay, there was a thing there, apparently. It's fine. I need an E. But I'm not gonna get one, apparently. Okay, just play the waiting game. There's an E. There's the E we were looking for. No R. Okay. It's fine. We'll just play the waiting game. Because, like, I'd like to be able to hold one in stock, but I can't because I need to also be able to constantly shoot something. Like, I like to be able to hold a letter later for when I know I'm going to need it. Why did I do that? I knew I needed an R. Why did I do that? I knew I needed an R. And then I just got rid of that one, too. Why did I don't know why I did that. Okay. It's fine. I like to be able to hold the letters for later, but I can't because it's the same button you use to hold it in place. It's the same button you use to shoot them in the first place. Okay. Need another E, which is right there, which means there's one here as well. Oh god, there's too much. Of course, it doesn't matter because it's just there anyway, and that's gonna crash into each other. It doesn't matter. Just go there. Oh, okay, fine. Go there. Just get rid of you. We need to see. Wait, I had to see. What was I doing? Okay, I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what that was. Get out of here. We'll try to keep you there for later. And I guess we can try to keep you here for later. And hope that an R shows up soon, like right now. Go here. Oh, that worked out pretty nicely. That worked out very nicely, actually. Now all we need to do is get an M. Such as right here. No, of course it's gonna disappear. Why wouldn't it? Okay, fine, just go. It's done. Conference room, done. Whew. That was close.
Possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? Conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
Not that room, because there's a black curtain in there that makes it pretty easy to tell.
Exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
To make the conference room look like the music venue, the killer went ahead and did some work. We gotta make clear what that work was. It was the curtain. They put the curtain there. Excuse me. Then we have the music venue curtain. Okay, let's just get that out. I didn't want to close it. Okay, open it up. Get this out.
And the music venue looked the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue?
Yeah.
Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Awesome, dude. Awesome, dude. I love it when you're ready to shoot, escape it, and then a bunch of words just fly out of nowhere. That's literally, they just Lucy footballed me. They literally were just like, hey, look at this statement over here. Look at this nice shiny statement. You want to shoot? I know you want to hit that statement. I'm like, yes, I do, game. I press triangle, and it's like, psych! Whips the football away from me, and I just go plummeting onto my back. Thanks, game. You love to see it. Okay, what, so wait, did the conference room look the music? Actually, no, okay, on second thought, actually, it's the reverse, so I'll just... We're doing a sequel. We're back by popular demand. Thing is, I haven't even thought at all about the mystery today, because, like, all my brain power has been devoted to wrestling with this game's bullshit mechanics all across the board. Because everything they've said so far is stuff we already figured out. But like, what about my questions of like, hey, how did Mikon turn off the video camera? How did you cut that off telepathically? How did she extinguish the candle? How did she do this? How did she do that? What was the murder weapon for Hyoko? Why did they just drop it like it was nothing? What was the motive? What was any of this? We haven't gotten into any of this.
The music video, the crime scene, looked like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid! That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room? In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor match.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Someone else killed to make the music venue look like the conference room. That would be putting the candle down, because that's the only other thing that you'd be even be able to tell was there from the video.
This. You're referring to the candle in the music video, right?
Can we talk about things we don't already know, please?
A candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, it's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepy?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
Hey everybody, whose alibi places them on the second floor of the hospital?
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never
No, it's not.
suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
No, I definitely suspected
The
that.
incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
I feel like I've heard Bayside cops say that before, but isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
The video was filmed at the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue, which means it was a fake somewhere, and the fake must have been the Ibuki in the conference room.
I see.
Like, can we talk about things...
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki.
Like, I get that my sense of time has been inflated because I've spent, like, 3 years in the logic dive section because of the stupid collision detection bullshit, but, like, I feel like we've made a lot of progress, and also none at the same time. Like, we haven't talked about the specifics of the murder method, or the weapons, or anything, any of the actual finer details of this. It's just been, like, all the stuff we already easily knew.
It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
So that's what happened. No matter how quickly I ran, it was possible for me to rescue Ibuki. At that moment, that doesn't... Okay, that's a post-log rationalization. That doesn't mean that you're suddenly absolved from sitting around on your ass waiting for the damn video to end. You still should have ran there immediately. And the one who set a trap for me was...
The killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene.
The reason the killer made a fake video, there's only one possibility I can think of. If I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
I've known that for 2 days now. That's right, I should already know. I should have already known. I did already know who the killer is. Who is it? To absolutely no one's surprise, it's Mikan, which sucks because we literally just started developing her character and now she's already gonna be executed.
You're the only one! You're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Killer? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible?
Walk me through this.
Chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
Based on what?
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question!
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
Except that Mikan was already placed on the second floor of the goddamn hospital.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence? At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video. And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Kane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second! What are you saying? I'm the killer?
Yes.
It's impossible! There's no way I can kill someone!
Based on what?
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Yes, it could literally only have been her.
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together.
It's really not. We just did it. We already tied it all together very easily. It's really not that
I
hard.
agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted...
Okay, I'm not even kidding you. This is literally one for one what happened when I was playing Among Us. Among Us is a terrible game, and I've already broken down why that is many times, and I don't feel like doing it again. But basically, let me tell you a story of what happened one time I was playing Among Us months ago, back before I realized Among Us is the only mistake I've made when it comes to... Like, usually when it comes to hip, new, popular releases, I'm like, I hold strong and I'm like, no, I'm not caving to the trends. I'm not jumping on the bandwagon and following along with all the people who are gonna play it for a week and then forget it when the next new hip, popular game comes out. I'm not one of those people, and I hate the fact that I did this, but for 1 week, I said, you know what, it's $5, my friends are all playing it, it seems like I might like it because it's a murder mystery style game, let's buy it and see how it is, and worst comes to worst, I wasted $5. Big whoop. Turns out I lost about 8 billion brain cells playing that stupid game, so yeah, worst mistake I've ever made, and I'm never ever doing that ever again. But one time what happened is it was on the Skeld, I think. That's the main map, right? You know, the only one that anybody ever likes. I was in navigation, whatever the room is at the far right side of the map, I don't care. And I walked backwards, like I came out of navigation to go walking toward the cafeteria, and then I stumbled across a body, and I saw someone else, who was also walking away from the body, which means that obviously, if they were walking away from it, they would have had to been the one to kill that person because they would have walked over, they would have obviously seen it and then hit the report button, because lights weren't off or anything. they would have seen it, obviously. So I reported it, and I'm like, this person walked by the body and didn't report it. Obviously, she was the one who did it. And then everyone's like, but I mean, like, she never sees the body. Like, that's not abnormal for her. She never sees the body. That's just normal, you know? It's just par for the course. I'm like, are you people this dense? Like, seriously, that's your defense? Come on, like, oh, Among Us is so bad. It's such a terrible game. It's so bad, dude. It's so bad. And the same thing's happening here. Like, are you people seriously going to go with, oh, she's not smart, therefore she couldn't have done it? Like, seriously? I presented to you all the evidence that proves it could only be her, and you're like, oh yeah, but like, she's an idiot, though. It's like, no!
Your witted remark is not necessary.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win.
Stop deflecting and answer the goddamn questions.
Do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone.
And why is that?
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Why would that performance change my mind? She just said, oh, boo, it can't be me. And then you're like, well, see? Therefore, obviously it's not her. It's like, no!
Do you?
Oh, piss off with the pity act. Everyone's ganging up on me. I don't care. I have the evidence in my favor. Trick aside, logic aside, is you're really capable of doing something like this? What? If you're ever in a position where you have to say the words, putting logic aside, you've messed up somewhere along the way. If you find yourself in a position where you have to actively tell yourself, stop thinking logically in order to believe something, you've made a mistake somewhere. You've gone wrong somewhere along the way. Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No! In fact, it'd be so much easier if I was wrong. If I have this much doubt about someone I spent so much time... You really haven't spent that much time with her.
Can you hold on a minute?
Oh, great. Here's Nagito here to mess everything up.
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and
Just shut up.
What are you saying?
Either get on with it or shut your mouth.
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killing this time. I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
And have therefore deliberately chosen not to reveal this information because... answer's not available at this time.
Are you serious? I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it. Right.
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game.
Please don't say such controversial statement.
Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
It's not a big deal, it just proves that she's the killer. No big deal.
That's a huge deal.
A decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from, this rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new.
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this.
And so we're finally getting to the truth of the matter. It only took almost an hour, and of all people to point it out, it's Nagito. And he's pointing it out despite the fact that he already learned this information a long-ass time ago. Phenomenal.
The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Darn. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too, just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
He's the worst written character I might have ever seen. Like, I'm trying to think. has there been a character that contradicts themselves this much? I don't think there has been. Like, this is really bad. This is really, really bad.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then I finished speaking.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the
Yes, we know, because Mikan's the one who told us that she died by hanging, and this evidence directly contradicts that. Yes, we know. Thanks, we know. We got it. We're not idiots. We know. We're not idiots. We already know what he's... Thank you, game. Thanks, I already know. Yeah. Okay, let's get the rope out. Get it out. I didn't get it out, did I? No, hold on. Get the rope out.
She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Yes, you did.
That must be it. So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time. You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
What? So isn't it so convenient that it's not your fault in this case where you're under suspicion, but not in all the other cases in which you made no mistakes because you're the one with the most experience out of all of us? How great, how convenient.
You are right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
Except for the part where she was flawless in her autopsies for the last two cases, you idiot.
She's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
That doesn't mean anything.
Think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Hey, do you remember the other cases where you were like, hey, I don't care, just so long as you're the killer, I'll totally help you because ultimate hope and all that. And yeah, well now you're like, I just can't forgive you at all because I've suddenly grown a conscience. But I'll lose that conscience next case, don't worry.
We still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
Yes, we have. Yes, we absolutely have.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
Here we go.
Friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
I will not interfere with this.
But I'm really not the killer.
Interestingly enough, the more you say a thing, that doesn't mean it becomes more true the more you say it.
There's no way. I'm capable of killing someone.
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop. I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this.
Why? Because she woke up in your
I
bed?
need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
I go by evidence, Akane.
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her. But I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get
Not
it.
really that deep, Akane.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say? Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh?
Said the murderer.
Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault.
I don't need fancy words to justify my case. I'll put it simple for you. We have evidence and logic to back up our case. That's all we need.
Everyone always treats me like that.
Oh my god, why are we dragging this out so much?
It's all her.
Oh, shut up already.
I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done.
Oh, what now?
It's not fair. It's not fair.
What, it's not fair because we outsmarted you and we figured out your scheme?
Why won't you forgive me? You forgive yourself right away.
Okay, I'm going to do you the service of assuming that even you realize that that is a stupid thing you've just said.
What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Because you killed Ibuki.
Is acting like this your strategy now? This is annoying.
I'm sorry, just to be clear, this is what you're trying to say in order to attempt to get us to believe you're innocent, right?
To be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit that's the issue?
We don't need her to admit it. What you fail to understand here is that we have control over this trial. If we have the evidence that proves she did it, then all we have to do is just vote that she's the one who did it. That's
We
it.
don't have any clues. Why don't we have her give us some? I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end.
Oh my god.
Finally break these chains of despair.
We have the proof we need. Just push the button that says Mikan on your little tablet thing.
Hey Mikan, can I ask you one last thing?
Oh my god.
You're not the killer. Then who fabricated that video Hajime watched? Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
It could only have been you.
Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video?
Yes, because you are the only one. You were the only other one in that building, Mikan. I was in the lobby watching the surveillance camera that you set up for me, and I would not have been able to watch the video if I was the one doing it. So it had to be you because we know you were on the second floor of the building. Oh my god, this is actual pain and agony.
That's right. Show me your proof.
How about the fact that no one else could have gone into the damn hospital?
Because you're just assuming.
We're not assuming anything. We have proof. What do you mean?
Treating you like a killer based on an assumption.
What am I playing?
That's totally crazy.
Oh my god, okay, it's pain and agony.
They always hate me. Please, just forgive me already.
Why are you saying forgive you if you're saying you're innocent, you idiot? What do you want us to forgive you for? Murder? Oh, I guess you're guilty then. Damn, that was easy.
I'm not the killer.
You just said to forgive you, but that would imply that you're guilty of something to forgive you for.
It seems she finally started arguing for us. But the only one who can find the hole in her argument.
Wait, hold on. Did you say something important? Wait. I'm not the killer of the video. I never filmed that video. Did she? Wait, hold on. Is there a contradiction there? I'm not the killer. I mean, obviously she's the killer. I never filmed the video. Obviously she did. Obviously it's a contradiction, but it doesn't am I missing something here?
So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
Am I missing something? Could it be was Shaki's goal all along? She's saying everyone's fate depends on me. The only person who saw the video. Why do you get to? Oh.
Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already.
That implies there's something to forgive you for, Mikon! I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this. Okay. Here we go. Rope used for hanging, multiple room key, scrap of thick paper, camera units. I guess it's gotta be this, because it's the only thing that has anything to do with the camera itself. All we have to figure out now is what contradicts. It's not that we can't think of anybody else, it's that there is nobody else.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Wait a minute! Wait a minute there! Hey, hold it a minute there, buddy! No, wait a minute! Oh, no, I'm not, no, buddy, you didn't see.
Pay close attention and listen well.
No, I heard it, but I can't, how do I contradict that? Oh, absorb it! Give me... God damn it, game! Why are you... Oh, I pressed the wrong triangle.
I can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Okay, in case you didn't catch it, she said wasn't from the camera angle of, like, how could you tell it from that camera angle? But the problem is that, obviously, if she really didn't do it, then she wouldn't be able to tell what the camera angle was, because the only person here who saw the video was me! Which means that she would have had, which means the only possibility is that she was the one who actually filmed the goddamn video. You've blundered massively, Mikon. We didn't need you to, because we already had all the proof we needed, but that's the final nail in the coffin, I guess. Okay, absorb it. There we go. We're finally gonna freaking finish this. God damn it. Okay, go. Just keep, now speed through it all. Speed through the text. It was after the slippers, I think, right? No, it was after she talked about the body type. It's the next thing she says, right? Well, the next yellow text that appears. Yep.
Just from that dim candlelight, there's no way you'd be you're the only one
spinning text and a bunch of purple words. I can't wait. This is gonna be so much fun. Fun. Oh, joy. Okay. So it's gonna be on the right. We'll try to get rid of the one on the left, I guess. Because that's where we're gonna have our best shot to shoot it. Or just do that. That works too. It's fine. That works too. Fine. It's done. We did it. We got the thing. Are we done now? Is this it? Have we finally reached the end?
Mikon, you've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle. So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
The only reason Mikon knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole.
As Mia Fey once told us, lies always beget more lies.
Lied, didn't you?
Are you serious?
Oh, now you believe her. Or sorry, now you believe it.
Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
I was wrong. No, that's not.
Don't even try. We have you cornered. You've nowhere left to run. Don't even try.
I mean, it's impossible.
Oh my god, how much longer will you drag this on?
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag, isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that?
Yeah, who cares about the details that would prove that I'm guilty? Who cares about those things? Who wrote this?
More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't.
If you're gonna try to tell me that there's only one available, I'm gonna call bullshit immediately because Monokuma made it explicitly clear that there were 2 available for, like, you buy one, get one free kind of thing.
There's no mistake that Topag is a limited item.
Yeah, and that limit doesn't contradict anything that we've established thus far.
So don't you think it's impossible?
No, it's not.
Topag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time.
It is very much not impossible.
It's blatantly obvious that that's
No.
impossible.
No.
Don't you think?
Oh no.
That video isn't fabricated. And
Oh my
I'm
god,
not
we've already cornered you like 6 times at this point. Why are we still going?
Get me right.
And by the way, we haven't talked about anything. We've barely scratched the surface of anything about this case. Just like the sweeping generalization details, all the finer details.
Your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
And you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me.
We're just gonna push. Why have we not voted for her already? Long time no see. Well, not really. It's time for the 3rd Panic Talk action. It's probably gonna be my last job during a trial. Please hear me while I taint your ears one last time. Starting from this PTA, the reload and ammo features. Oh joy! You'll no longer be able to make do with just the X button. Below the tempo markers, the lower portion of the screen, the number of bullets are displayed. From this point on, you'll need 1 bullet to destroy 1 remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy the remarks no matter how much you mash the X button. You'll be able to refresh your bullets pressing the square button to reload. Just like locking on, press the square button in time with the tempo marker. The controls are the same as the X button. Match the tempo marker either by pressing the square button. The number of bullets refreshed is based on how well you keep the tempo. If you get the timing wrong, bullets will not be refreshed. Yeah. We know. Great, cool, okay, awesome.
Explaining it until you forgive me. That is a limited item.
There were 2!
That's why that crime is.
There were 2!
Chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me?
Shut up! This we're not getting anywhere. I gotta do something and end this. I gotta do something so I can make her admit it. And therefore, we're gonna play Panic Talk Action. Obviously. Okay, so, fresh memory, yeah, we just hold X, and then I press triangle, like, now. There we go, okay, here we go. So I just, okay, I had to hold square. Oh, no, I have to do it, okay, I have to hold square. There we go, okay, I have to hold square, and triangle at the same time, I think. Okay, I got this. We got this, we're fine. Oh, wait, what? Wait a minute, what? What is happening? I can't, what? X. What? I can't see, what is going on? Can you, I can't see, I can't do anything. I can't see! Okay, it's back. I'm holding X. I'm holding it. Do I have to press it now? No, I still have to hold it. What is going on? What is happening? Nothing's happening. Okay, here, shoot it. Oh my god, dude. What is happening? I can't. It's not responding to my. I'm pressing the buttons. Nothing's happening. What is this? Shoot, I'm pressing. Nothing's happening. Nothing is fucking happening, dude. Literally. I'm pressing the goddamn button and nothing is f***ing happening, dude. Nothing's happening, dude. Nothing's happening. I'm mashing the buttons and nothing is happening. What is going on? In this, I can't even improve because it's like I'm doing it in tune with everything, but the game's just like, no, it's not happening. I hate this. Okay, now it's working for some reason. I guess. I don't feel like I'm making any progress, but I guess, okay, and I'm back at full. Oh, I guess I destroyed all the statements, I guess. Okay, cool. Cool, dude. Okay, that worked, I guess, apparently. Sure, dude. Just, whatever. What's happening? What is... I can't see the screen! I pressed the button. Nothing's f***ing happening. What is... Oh my god! I'm gonna run out of space on my goddamn computer before I beat this stupid section. Because it's like I'm pressing the buttons. I understand how the game is meant to work, but I'm pressing the buttons in tune with the freaking thing, and nothing is... I pressed it again! And you wanna know what happened? Nothing! Nothing's happening, dude! It's so cool! Dude! Oh, and you know what else? Like, you know how in the first game, what you could do is you could, like, stock up your ammo while you were pressing down statements. Yeah, well, you can't do that in this game. Now it's, oh great, I'm 0 stock, awesome. I'm pressing the buttons. And wait a minute, hold it, look, no, this game is... I give up, I fucking give up, I can't. I just realized the game is responding to my fucking inputs because the circles are turning green when I hit the goddamn square button. It's just not giving me fucking bullets. There's no way they playtested this. There's no goddamn way a human being sat down and I have to do fever time. That's all I can do. That's all I can do, dude. I have to do this. I give up. I'm throwing in the towel. I cannot fucking do this. I can't put up with this fucking bullshit. Where are the statements? What are we doing? There's no statements. There's nothing. There's no statements. Are we doing something? Is this working? I don't know. Maybe it's working. Maybe it's working. Maybe it's not. Okay. Can I please just there? Okay. Oh great, we're out of stock. Awesome, dude. Oh great. Okay, we're going back to fever time. I can't. I literally can't. Theater bonus prize. I have been determined to beat this game without using any of the R1 abilities, but I fucking can't do it anymore, dude. I'm not sitting here for another 2 hours dealing with this game bullshit, because now I've proven that I'm pressing the square button, it's responding to my input, and nothing's happening. And before you say something like, oh, you have to press the X button while pressing the square button, I did that too, and nothing happened. Why, dude? Why, dude?
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Means it's not impossible to use that bag in 2 separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why can't you forgive me? Why?
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Nikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left. Please, just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
This was just a blur. Like, this whole case was just it's just a blur in my head. It's just like, all I remember is falling through the fucking floor, letters flying everywhere, and me pressing buttons and nothing happening with shields all around me. All the logic is like, all that logic, we figured all of that out a long-ass time ago. All the specifics of the murder weapon and the motive, none of that. None of it was covered in this freaking trial. Well, now I get to put this together. So, wish me luck. I guess I'll see ya when it's all said and done, I suppose. Is this seriously the whole thing? This barely covers anything. This barely, like, this addresses hardly any of the specifics of this case. Not that I'm surprised, because the case itself certainly didn't do that either. But
Here's everything that happened in
that's the whole thing?
The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Nikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music video. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music video, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time. When in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music video, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
That's the whole thing. That's the whole closing. This case had the most complex setup yet. Everybody was in a different location. There were so many moving pieces of all the different aspects of the despair disease, the freaking, everything that was happening in the music venue, in the motel, and what's back at the cottage, and how it all tied together, and the alibis, and the surveillance camera, and the transmission. There were so many moving pieces, so many ways that make this the most complicated thing yet that we had to unravel. And it was all summed up by that. That short little closing argument that didn't even bother to address the actual killing of the two victims. Seriously? Like, I'm sorry. On another note, why was this case even a double murder? Well, actually, what was the point? It was like Hyoko wasn't even in this case at all. They're like, oh yeah, she died, I guess. It was, I mean, but it wasn't really planned, so it was what, so like, whatever. They didn't talk about anything. Not the murder weapon, not, literally nothing. Like, just, why did they even bother to bring it up? Why was she, was it literally just to have a double murder? Because it feels really forced. They didn't talk about, like I said, the murder weapon, how they got rid of the murder weapon. None of that. They just throw it all out the window the instant that it's revealed that this was an unplanned murder. Which is really bizarre since Mikan was the constant target of harassment from Hiyoko, and yet they just don't even address that at all. Like, seriously, why did you make this a double murder? Oh my god. Let's just end this case already.
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you.
And just like the third case from the first game, our culprit's gonna go insane.
This feeling of despair!
Mikan, what has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
Wow. 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 Yeah, is that 21 points as a result of me falling through the fucking floor over and over again? Because if so, I call bullshit on my B.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go! Well now.
Now then, though it may be obvious at this point,
Correct.
you got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right, the true identity of the horrifying blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikan Sumiki.
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikan, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive
Don't joke around with me, Mikan. Did you lie to us all along? It was Mikan all along. Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them? Don't just laugh, say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey.
This is nothing like Peiko. She's actually gone mental. There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikan Sumiki we knew. Huh? Based on my prediction, she might have caught it too. She probably had the spirit disease, which was the motive for this case.
What?
Mikan too, you say she what? What? Are you fucking kidding me? I know, because I was looking at Mikan for so long, she was the one taking care of me after all. Hey, remember, yes, 2 days ago, when Monokuma was like, hey, don't worry guys, the spirit disease is all over again. Yeah, well, apparently she has it. Oh, what is this? My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch glimpse of her expression was full of despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on, did you say Mikan also had the despair disease? Did that mean she was... Huh? How'd you make something cross your mind? Oh, are you... Because he said she was... Because she said she was hot. Oh, wow. Wow. That's right, Mikan felt really hot at the time. Now that I think about it, it must have been high fever just like what Ibuki and Akane had. Because of that disease, Mikan was... Symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name of despair disease, losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair. That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation.
Jeez.
Which means Mikan standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now than she's infected by the despair disease. She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair? That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope. Excuse me, there's no way I can forgive that. For the sake of despair?
That's completely wrong.
Wrong? Wrong? What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
You're what? Who? Who are you talking about?
If only they were still alive, they'd be so...
Oh, are you... Her beloved, the ultimate despair. I did it all for you, my sweet Junko Inoshima. I did it all for you. Please love me. She's dead. Also, she's insane. So maybe set your sights on somebody else. She's not the girl for you, Mikan. Also, this game tried to tell us at the end of Chapter 2 that they're gonna try to revive Junko Inoshima. And if they try to do some bullshit like that, oh, I will not be thrilled with that.
I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Wait, we need to rewind. So, if despair disease makes you act the opposite to how you normally act, then are you telling me that this is how she was? Because, okay, that would mean that this is the opposite of her personality, which means that she wouldn't have been wanting to please Junko Inoshima, which means, unless she just forgot that that's how she acted, and then that made her revert to the way she was before. Okay. Because the disease makes you act opposite of how you normally act, but the way she's acting now, she's talking like she was like this the whole time and she was just concealing this aspect of her personality, which obviously isn't true if she was inflicted by despair disease. This game.
They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full.
I don't think Junko Inoshima has ever loved anybody.
This is my reciprocation.
She sacrificed her own sister in case you need to be reminded of that.
I understand I've done something unforgivable, but you know, to transcend all that is truly what love is all about.
I don't understand what you're saying.
You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love?
I mean, he's Nagito, so it makes sense.
Is it because you've also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity, I feel sorry for you.
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that tin veil.
You know she's dead, right? You know she's like very, very dead?
As long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me, it's like nothing mattered. I could just die, that's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love, only love. Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair.
You were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to that disease. Because thanks to that I was able to remember my beloved.
What? I am so lost. Okay, so now you're telling me that she was like this, she forgot that that's how she was, and changed her personality to be the Mikan we know, just so that when the disease came around, she would revert back to how she was beforehand? What?
Apparently that's my symptom was. Oh, what a wonderful symptom.
Which means you had the remembering disease? But if this means you remembered something and ended up like this, I think you were like this from the start, were you like this before you even came to this island? What? Nagito, you just said like 30 seconds ago that she's no longer the person we knew. What is happening anymore?
It was all your fault, you know, because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everybody's fault that I turn out like this, you see? Even so, the current me was the most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence, and it was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. My beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Like I said, who are you talking about? Are you saying this is Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan.
Oh, you still doubt me? Then to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about that World Ender organization you all worrying about.
Serious?
You know?
No, I just remember, that's all. I knew all about it all along. How that horrifying organization known as World Ender. It's also an organization known as the Future Foundation.
Future Foundation? Future? That's right, that symbol on the ancient ruins door. That's right, it was the Japanese word for future. So what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning?
As the name suggests, the organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. They're simply trying to claim the world for themselves.
What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know?
It's part of their plan to end the world. The Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monomi?
Alright, calling it now. New prediction. Because I've given up on trying to figure out this case. This case is dog shit. It had me going for a while, but we've flown off the rails again. We've flown completely off the rails. And I promise I'll break it all down at the end, but okay. New prediction. The World Ender organization, as they put it, if they're also called the Future Foundation, I find it extremely unlikely that an organization bent on evil would call themselves the Future Foundation. So, especially because Mikan introduced them as the World Ender. So my prediction is that the Future Foundation, presumably a foundation of people meant up or created to help establish a future, I'm gonna say that it is probably created based on the people at the end of the first game, namely Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, Yasuhiro was there, I think. Yeah, those people. Biku's dead, obviously, but I think that's why they're there. They're over, like, they're part of that foundation. And she said they brought us all to this island. So here's now my prediction is this simulation room right now. This is the Future Foundation, namely Makoto and everyone, trying to kind of, interestingly enough, do the same thing they did in Virtual Last Reward, where they keep a group of people alive in this simulation to help them fight the future or whatever. I don't know. That's gonna be my new theory based on what we just learned, and that Bikuya was the person they sent in the simulation to trying to keep things running from the inside. I guess I knew it. Monomi, Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they?
Woohoo! Monomi and I aren't members. I am Monokuma. My existence is entirely my own.
Hey,
Don't laugh. Hey, Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us.
Of course I know that. Let's see, the Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is... Oh well. No one really cares about that, don't you think?
Oh, hell no.
You'll find that eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends.
Countdown? You even know about that?
I don't know anything.
Huh? I have
a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love. From the bottom of my heart, I just don't care about it.
This game has completely lost me. We've gone completely off the rails.
That is...
Mikan, is this really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe you were like this all along.
Oh, because if that's true, then who was the person who's been spending time with up until now?
The past.
Past.
That person, she didn't exist in the beginning. She's my past self.
Are you just going on just some insane rambling tangent right now? Like, what is even happening?
You guys consider that thing a friend. It doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self.
That's...
Well, that applies to you as well. Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memory it is. Losing memories are...
Excuse me, like losing personal identity.
Memories are the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past, don't you think?
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to that story. That story about our stolen school lives. So it was true all along. Our memories were taken away. If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much.
Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace? Oh, Monokuma, is it alright for you to start now?
Indeed.
Punishment time?
Damn it, why? Mikan, why is that to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
So it's over. It's real. Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me.
I don't really think Junko has ever cared about anybody other than herself, to be honest with you.
Finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
And I know the game didn't say it's Junko and Oshima she's talking about it, but considering that she referred to herself as the ultimate despair moving forward, I find it unbelievable. I find it incredibly unlikely that she's talking about anybody else. Oh my god, what was this case? Are we not going to talk about the magic candle or the fact that she telepathically managed to freaking turn off the video? Or how they didn't talk about the murder weapon for Hiyoko, or really talk about Ibuki even in the slightest. They just threw Hiyoko out the window like she was never even a thing. How the fact that the double murder didn't even need to happen, or none of this, nothing. really? We're not gonna talk about any of this. How about, and also, how about we talk about a motive? Like, was your motive literally just the fact that you had despair disease? Seriously? Oh my. What? They sent her flying into the sun? Okay. It's finished. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Buki Miyota and Hyoko Sanoji was Mikan Tsumiki, and she's been executed. She apparently committed a crime because she was afflicted by despair disease. So, okay. So, hey, you remember at the beginning of the last trial, when you guys made it a point to say that Nagito and Akane literally couldn't have been the killers because they had despair disease, and now you're like, oh, well, Mikan had despair disease, so obviously it must have been her. Remember that? Yeah, well, apparently you don't, because you just forgot your own story. What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikan from earlier? Was that her true form, or was that itself a symptom of the despair disease?
Doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like that just from remembering that all along Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope. Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, if the disease turned her into that she lost herself to a simple disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope. So let's just move on. Come on, let's take all this despair and change it into hope. You change your mood in every goddamn sentence you speak.
That is impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so.
Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Then she vanished from our sight, leaving behind only her malice toward us. And now, there's no way we can just move on and try to have a clear-cut attitude about these feelings. That's clearly impossible.
It would have been so much easier if she was the traitor, too.
Too bad. That's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor. The traitor is still alive. As proof, see how fine Minomi looks right now.
So wait, does that mean that Chiaki is a traitor for Makoto in the gang and not for Monokuma? Huh. Okay, now I'm actually intrigued to see how this all ends up. Like, this case was crap. Like, genuine dog shit. But I'm intrigued to see how the rest of this game turns up. That's a very interesting piece of information. I can't really express, because like I am genuinely really excited to see how that turns out later in the game, but I can't really properly express it right now because I'm just in such an awful mood from everything we've suffered through today.
But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation, so you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right?
What does that make you, fiend? You did say that you're different than Minomi.
Who cares about who I am? More important, I'm tired. The drama just kept going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right eye during the break. Your right eye's made out of black beans? Wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say? You know, isn't it said that life has its ups and downs?
Yeah, and so does this freaking game.
It's fun because downs come after ups, but if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So, in order to help you guys feel better, I've prepared a special event.
Special event?
Head over to the First Islands beach. An old friend will be waiting there.
Nekomaru, I'm guessing. Old friend. Could it be Nekomaru? Of course it's gonna be him. Is it? It is, isn't it? Nekomaru was safe after all? Was there ever any doubt that he would be the one, that he would die? I don't think there ever was. That was just a useless thing.
Safe, how should I say this?
I knew it. I knew that crazy Nekomaru would come back to us in one piece. Awesome, we're starting to see the light of hope.
The light of hope? I'm happy Nekomaru is returning to us, but
So just as I thought.
3 of our friends just died, so I honestly cannot be happy.
Miss Sonia.
However,
Even so, I am still happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I am truly happy.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived. Hey, Supreme Overlord of the Who Gives a Shit, that line doesn't suit you at all. Silence, I shall crush you into dust.
Ibuki, Hyoko, Mikan, can you hear us? If you are unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia.
So you don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them.
Then let's all go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died. Huh?
What the heck? Do I still have the active these? No, you're crying because you're emotional about him returning. That's a normal human reaction. I don't get this at all, Akane.
Alright then, let's go.
Yeah, you're right. Nekomaru's coming back. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator.
Uh-oh.
Man, they just ran off without listening to what I had to say. Jeez, they're so impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around until others have finished talking?
What does that mean? You're plotting something again, aren't you?
Ooh, I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them, including Nekumaru's body.
Huh? Nekumaru's body?
It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. So if something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility.
What did you do to Nekomaru?
What did I do? I just saved him, that's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone who was that close to death. So it just couldn't be helped.
That's ominous. As soon as we exited the elevator, we started running. Hurry to the beach on the first island. Let's haul ass. Even though our minds were completely exhausted, strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Without stopping for anything, we kept right on running toward the beach on the first island. Where in the world is Nekumaru?
Hey, show yourself.
We have come to pick you up. Please hurry up and come out of hiding.
We raised our voices. We looked around the area. We raised our voices again. We looked around the area again. There's nowhere for him to hide on a beach unless he buried himself in the sand. And so on and so forth, we kept looking for him.
Hey.
What the hell, man? He was nowhere to be found. Could it be? Did we get false info from Monokuma again? And that's when it happened. We heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Could it be?
That voice!
With high hopes in our hearts, we turned toward the direction of the voice, and then we saw something truly unbelievable. Is he a cyborg now?
What? No! I've kept you waiting.
He's a cyborg now, isn't he?
What's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face, since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing! The name's Nekomaru.
What the fuck?
Reborn in the rivers of hell!
Because this game hasn't gone far enough off the rails, let's throw a robot cyborg into the mix. Yep. Well, okay then, is all I have to say about that. That sure was something. Okay. Well, that case was crap. I don't really care enough to go over it all again. If you've been watching the video, you know. And by the way, I'm going to disregard the gameplay, because the gameplay, that would have happened in any case from here on out. Like, that's irrelevant of the story. That's just stupid, typical Danganronpa bullshit. The story itself, however, is, like, that's what I'm going to focus on right now. First and foremost, this did not need to be double murder. It literally feels like they had a murder plan for Ibuki, and then they just shoved Hiyoko into the mix. They forced her into the story because they needed to have a double murder, because the first game had a double murder in the third case, so they gotta do it all again for some stupid reason. Like, they don't talk about it all. They don't talk about the murder weapon for her, or anything about it, and they don't talk about the motive for either of them. The only motive they gave is a despair disease, which I don't even know, like, how, that doesn't even make sense, because everybody else acted immediately opposite to their personalities, except for Mikon, apparently. I can't even, doesn't make sense. And then, of course, we have the issue of the magic candle that she somehow turned off by herself, the video that she somehow cut short by herself, the fact that Hajime just didn't do anything until he actively saw the video where, like, the end of the video, he should have ran immediately as soon as he saw the noose. Just everything about that makes no goddamn sense at all. The fact that they're like, oh, Nagito and Akane are obviously innocent, they have disparities, and then 5 minutes later, not 5 minutes later, like 2 hours later, they're like, oh, by the way, actually, it makes perfect sense for Mikando to have killed everybody because she has disparities. It's just, who wrote that? How do you write that with a straight face and think it makes any sense at all? I don't get it, dude. I don't know why. Why was this double murder? They didn't care at all. They didn't establish the motive for either of those people, the murder weapons, specifics, anything. They had this complex setup and all the infinite possibilities. She just cram it all down into a short 2-page closing argument bullshit. Didn't talk about any of the specifics, any of the finer details, any of the motives, anything. Just, and the gaping holes with the stupid candle and video. I just... And then, of course, there's the fact that the rules of not being able to stay overnight at the hospital are just fundamentally broken. He should have written that rule way better. The fact that disparities is brought up and then dropped immediately just for the sake of a plot point, only to be reintroduced later afterwards as if it never mattered anyway because she still has it apparently. I don't get it, dude. But if I'm going to end on a positive note, I'll say this. The reveal that the Future Foundation is actually going to be the good guys, that's pretty interesting. I'll admit it, I'm kind of hyped to see what they do with that premise. And then the whole Nekomaru as a cyborg thing. It's just funny. Like, honestly, after all the bullshit of today, that was just funny. But anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time to catch you all tomorrow for some more Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair, where I hope that the 4th chapter will be better than this. Goodbye.